But it was miles, right? Yeah, it should be miles. Should notify me what we've done. Who knows? This is not fun. Carrying a phone in my hand the entire time while I'm running. What is going on? We gotta get done though. I have to admit, this is probably one of my most interesting finals, if I don't say so myself. Let's go through this grass. Take some more off the knees. Feels like I'm through a trail. Brings it back to the Tough Mudder. You ever do a Tough Mudder? Tough Mudder is the obstacle course race. And yes, there's an occasional mud. The 5K. That was interesting. Sorry. Inner bitch leaving my body. This is nasty hill. Grass, high grass, and water. Goody gumdrops. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my waist. I feel it in my ribs. Almost messed my ankle up. Walk slow. Walk it off. Almost ate it. Look at that. Shiny water. I don't know where we're at. It's just giving me time. But you did say if the videos pause or if we take breaks in between, we won't get credit or points. So my hope is that once I reach the 1.5 mile target, this app will notify me. All right, let's get back to it. I'll walk this one section here, and then we'll get back to running. All right. We can do that. We should probably do that stretch down there. Let's do it here. Here we go. Get back to it. Back on this grass. People drive crazy in this neighborhood. That's why I got this vest. I got this light. Speeding. We got no care in the world. It's cool. There's not a pedestrian just walking on the street. That's not a person. It's not a light. Let's keep speeding. Here's another one right here. Watch. Look how fast. See that? Zoom. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about this run. You know, one thing training for the Tough Mudder taught me was that, I think Goggins said the best, he was on Rogan. He said he doesn't train with music. And the reason why he doesn't train with music is because sometimes music's not there. So if you're only pushing yourself to your limits because of a song, what happened when the song's gone? So during the Tough Mudder, I knew that it was like obstacle course races. In between the course races, there was like a mile or a quarter mile, half a mile of just nothing. Just you.
Halfway point reached.
Oh, it said halfway done. I heard that. Well, it said that in between each obstacle, there's a mile, half a mile of just you. And if the only thing that's going to get you across the finish line is a song, what happens when there's no song? So we train with no music. The song's in our head. Our mind is the motivation. Now there were songs at the obstacle, but then in between, this is you. This is you and your thoughts. And you know what thoughts happen when you're doing things that are challenging, when you're doing things that you're not used to doing, when you're doing things that are not easy, your thoughts tell you to quit. They say your mind will give up more than your body. That's what they say. I was like, all right, well, let's play mind games. Let's go. You know, I wasn't gonna run in my neighborhood because it wasn't well lit. I have to say, these lights are proving me wrong. Got the Iron Man too. Slow it down. Slow it down. Walk cool down. Walk cool down. Double chin action. So, when I ran the Tough Mudder, I was faced with a couple of challenges. One of the challenges was my knee gave out instantly. And my knee gave out because, sorry, that's my inner weakness coming out of my body. One of the challenges was my knee went out. I was these obstacles, most of them you need team efforts. Someone needs to grab you out and pull you out of a ditch or climb you up a wall. So one of the first obstacles was like these big ditches, like 6-foot ditch full of muddy water, and then in between each ditch was like this clay wall of mud. So once you get in the water, you're 5'7", one and some change like myself, getting out of there by yourself is not going to happen. All right, we had enough walking. Let's go. These muscles tighten up. So I jumped in the first hurdle. Someone pulled me out, and as they pulled me out, my knee slammed into the wall, and it was done. I was running this obstacle with one knee. And I don't know if it's just God or coincidences, but
Lap 1. Lap pace 12 minutes 42 seconds. Total 1 mile.
Say we're at a mile marker already, at a half a mile left. I don't know if it's God or coincidences, but way before I trained for the Mudder, I used to train running with my cousin, young guy. He's runs for a living. Well, I like to think for a living. We would motivate each other. And just when I was like, my knee gave out and I was ready to quit, I run into, lo and behold, my nephew, cousin, ran into him. He's there. We're running it together. Told him about my knee. And all he could say was, "Hey, bro, you got more than one knee." I was like, "You sure right. There's probably people that ran this obstacle course with no knees, right?" So forget the knee. And the only thing I could think about was the ice bath. So there's a obstacle course race called Arctic Yamuna. It's full of ice water. You jump in there, and the first thought you want to do is get out. Not me. I want to stay in there in hopes that the ice kind of help with the inflammation of my most likely swollen kneecap. Finished the obstacle course race, 18 out of 20. One of my favorite ones was called what was it called? Something monkey. It was it starts with like a, because the monkey bars, jungle gym. I'm assuming that's what, funky monkey. That's what it's called. So you climb up these ladder-like jungle gym bars at an incline. But let me start before that. Before that, I was concerned about the grip. I was concerned that my palms are not gonna catch. I did practice grip strength during training, but I just thought that I wasn't gonna have enough grip. Maybe my callus weren't gonna do their job. Somebody gave me their gloves, but I immediately found out that those gloves weren't gonna do anything but contribute to slipping off. So I channeled my inner Maximus Aurelius gladiator, squatted down right before the obstacle, dug in the dry dirt, rubbed it against my fingers, climbed that incline. After the incline, there's this wheel that you get on and it rotates you in a circle, like a horizontal circle. And then right after that, you go into another wheel, and then you have to go to another wheel, and then you go down this decline. That was probably my most memorable moment of that race. That's what I'm most proud of. I don't care if I just did 18 out of 20. That was the goal. That one. After I did the Tough Mudder, I felt like I was in my best shape. I haven't had my daughter yet, just my son. And I don't know, kind of fell off. Let's walk it back. I don't know where we're at on time. She'll let us know. When I say she, I mean smartwatch lady or Google Health, whatever. That's your inner weakness coming out your mouth right there. Walking. I hate running, but I know it works, so we run. We'll cool down, walk it off, walk in this grass. Can't trust these people. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Almost there. You can do it.
Thank you. I really enjoyed your class. You know, it gives you, you hear about getting in shape and staying healthy, goes one ear right out the other. But, taking a course, whether you need it or don't, that emphasizes health and better well-being, it gives you a different perspective. And I like that, I appreciate that. To be honest, this is the first time I've taken a semester, and give me some confidence. I know some people probably say, "Oh, well, it's just physical ed." I'm like, you say that, but you still got to put the work in, regardless if you think it's easy work or not. Put the work in. Some people don't even want to do that. I don't know if you remember in the discussion how I told you I break out in the heat. I don't know if my body's becoming immune to the Allegra or the generic brand that I've been taking, but it works good throughout the majority of the day. And towards the end of the day, like now, I guess when it starts thinning out, it starts happening again. So I'm gonna take it a bit. I'm gonna walk this one out. Don't want to overdo it. But yeah, man. I have what they call skinny fat, where all the fat, I guess, goes around your waist, primarily maybe to what you eat. I've been told year after year I just need to lift heavy. I just need to do it. I got the majority of what I eat in the garage. Just gotta get back to it. That's it. Remember what you do it for. Remember who you do it for. Remember why you do it. What's funny about this video, dude, is so I have 2 kids, right? This phone is about a year old, since last May, and I'm already maxed out on the memory and storage on this phone because of videos that I've taken of the kids, pictures, and you're like, you gotta record the whole video. And I just got a notification like 2 days ago, hey, it's probably best that you clear out some storage because you have nothing left. So prior to this, I did a couple of things. One was trying to make sure my smartwatch worked, which I didn't get it to work. I'm using the distance app on my phone, see if it works. And then two was deleting videos to alleviate space so I can record this. We're already at 20 minutes. Jesus, it's a horrible time. It's a horrible time for a mile and a half with the Franks and beans. I hope I have enough space. I hope my phone doesn't crash. Not on something. Jesus Louises. Oh yeah, doesn't say 20 minutes. That's a horrible time. But I think one time I did, how many did I do? Was it a mile? 10 minutes per mile? Is that what the average is? One time, coincidentally.
Target reached.